Good evening and welcome to the Denasha Harrison Show here on Intellectual Radio. Please go to IntellectualRadio.com and support the Denasha Harrison Show. Tonight we'll be having call-ins at 708-223-8953, or you can call 224-800-9719. So happy holidays to each and every one of you. And for those who continue to support the show, thank you. So we have a guest coming in, a guest that you all are familiar with, and he will be coming in shortly. But before he does, I would like to um, talk about some things that's on my mind about you folk out there. I just want to encourage you all, as I often do, about being true to who you are, what's going on inside of you. Be true to that, uh, in contrast of the things that are going on around you. It's very important that you recognize and understand that situations, conditions, circumstances, highs and lows should not change the trajectory of your life based on what you are meant to do. Money comes and money goes, but money should never make or break your existence or your purpose. It's very important for us to stay on track no matter what the conditions are around us. If you get in an automobile and you got to go from point A to point B, whether the sun is shining or the rain is falling or the wind is blowing, you're still trying to get from point A to point B. The weather's always going to change, all right? But your mission, your purpose, your focus should stay the same. We have to put ourselves in a better condition within ourselves to support ourselves before we try to support one another. It's been said many times to put on your oxygen mask before you try to assist someone else with putting theirs on. So I want to encourage you to take into account your health. Understand that your health is your wealth, not only physically, but spiritually, mentally. Take the time to make those phone calls. Check on the people that have been instrumental in your life, those people that are in your circle. Change your circle if you have to, because you know what your mission is. You know what your guts are telling you about the people that are around you. If people are not good for you, then cut the fat, as people say. Do what it is that you need to do to continue to get through your days. Try to go beyond living and try to get into thriving. You have all the tools that you need. And for those who don't recognize the tools that they have, there is help. You can reach out to someone, especially during the holidays. I know when my co host Logan Thomas was here, we spoke about um, reaching out to help others beyond the holidays. We talked about um, mental health and how important it is to make sure that the people that are around you are okay. So, again, I just want to encourage you to take care of yourselves as you take care of one another. Check on each other, especially during the holidays, to make sure that everybody has what they need: food, shelter, uh, clothing, transportation, all the basics. Very important. And a lot of us take that for granted because we've been blessed more than others. Someone once said that the best thing that you can do for the poor is to not become poor. And it's it's deeper than it sounds, right? So for me to put myself in a position to be of help, it's important that I don't become that which I'm trying to avoid for others. So if you have a plan, follow it. If you need help, ask for it. You know there's somebody around you that's always willing to go that extra mile, take that extra step to assist you with what your destiny and your purpose is. And let's say you don't have that person around you. Well, if you're listening to this show, go ahead and talk to somebody about giving a call to the Denasha Harrison Show to seek resources and seek help. So make sure that you listen to this show. Make sure that you forward this show. Again, this is the Intellectual Radio Show. The Denasha Harrison Show is on intellectualradio.com. And I gave a couple of numbers: 708-223-8953, 224-800-9719. Very important that we Take care of one another. Let's support the businesses that are out there that we know are out there and open up in our communities. And let's talk about those businesses that's not so good for our communities. Let's call it what it is. If you have a liquor store every other corner, that's probably not the best for your community. I have nothing against whiskey. I have nothing against wine. I have nothing against alcohol when it's done, responsibly, like everything else in your life. But if the balance is way, way off in your communities, say something about it. Go to the alderman meetings, get on their calendar, have those conversations. If you really want to see a difference in your communities, then be prepared to take the time out to get engaged. If you're not going to get engaged, then what are you really talking about? If you're not going to get engaged, then what are you really complaining about? If you really want a voice in your community and you really want to be an impact and you really want to do something about it, then do what's necessary to affect change. Do what's necessary to affect change. Very important. So if you're going to speak on it to the right people. Make sure that your voice is not falling on deaf ears and that you're not just out in the street complaining about things that need to change, but aren't going to change because you're not taking the action to make that change happen. Again, going back to the liquor stores. If you have liquor stores on every other corner, but no community center, no advocacy organizations or foundations are in your neighborhood, ask why. There is a reason why. Ask why. If you feel like your community should mirror another community or another suburb, if they have resources and you want to get those resources going, contact your local alderman, contact those block captains, contact your congressman, contact somebody. Look, contact the Denasha Harrison Show on Intellectual Radio, and I'll point you in the right direction, guaranteed. So you're listening to the Denasha Harrison Show here on Intellectual Radio. We'll be back. We're going to take a quick break and bring our guests on in. And again, thank you for listening and thank you for the support. Be right back.
We always ask ourselves why now, how come all of the good ones, they gotta die young. But in this life we live in, we don't know the outcome. Every day is a blessing, so we just gotta live it up. Live it up, 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 live it up. Just live it up. Live it up, 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 live it up. Just live it up. Hey, see, I swear it's like we living in it ain't nothing but a waiting room. Make your mark good or bad, either way you choose. You be precise when you make your moves. At the end of the day, when you getting judged, you get caught up in everybody that you with. Yeah, they ain't with you. And some of y'all are gonna hate the truth. That's why you gotta live this life with a purpose. I treat the main performers the same way I treat the folks that's open and closing the curtains, meaning everybody get the same respect. They hate to see you shine, but God up on my side, so really you ain't a threat. Never no hater, always show love. You know that my power, it come from above. I gotta give my thanks when I'm running it up, and you know what I does. Relaxed off that indica with a fox like Vivica, and no, I don't give up. Took my time, I didn't rush. I'm never giving up, just trying to live it up, live it up. We always ask ourselves why now, how come all of the good ones, they gotta die young. But in this life we live in, we don't know the outcome. Every day is a blessing, so we just gotta live it up. Live it up, 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 live it up. Just live it up. Live it up, 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 live it up. Just live it up. See, you never ever know when you're gonna go. Show your love when you still got them close. Cause tomorrow could be adios. Things come crashing down like dominoes. And it's kinda cold as far as time it goes. But I'm grinding on when tomorrow's close. So it's only right we go and live it up. Not even the dark and shake can stop the shine. In this life we deal with some truths and most of them be lies. Depending on who telling the story, be careful on when you be picking your sides. That's why I'm indifferent to all this silly shit. If it ain't making no sense to you, wasting my time. Moving forward, so you
Welcome back to the Denasha Harrison Show here on Intellectual Radio and iHeartRadio affiliate. My name is Denasha Harrison, and you are listening to the show and watching the show. So, thank you again for supporting the show, and thank you again for taking care of yourself. Um, I'm going to say that in advance. I'm going to hope that everybody's doing that. And we talked a little bit about supporting businesses in the community, and I want to segue into that by introducing my next guest. If you've watched the show before, you've seen him before. This is Anthony McMath with what's your name of your company?
Up and Going Mobile.
With Up and Going Mobile Cleaning Services. So he is a very big sponsor of the show. So always got to give love to the sponsors. All right. Thank you for sponsoring the show. So we're going to talk to Anthony McMath, and hopefully we got some callers calling in. But again, this company is a very wonderful company of convenience. I'll say that before I ask him to start speaking on it. I use this service, and I appreciate the service that you provide for me. Up and Going Mobile Cleaning is a cleaning service, and you don't have to get up and get out and go drop your laundry off, whether it's suits, which is what I use it for, regular laundry, or apparel of any kind, banquet hall, drapes, tablecloths, whatever it is that can get clean, it can get clean with Up and Going with Anthony McMath. So the number that you can call for the service is 219-200-2400, or go to www.upandgoing.net. Again, 219-200-2400, or upandgoing.net, www.upandgoing.net. Anthony McMath. So thank you for coming to the show. How you doing?
Good. Thank you for having me.
Good to see you as always. So the last time that we were on the show, we talked about where you were going with your business. We talked about the area that you were servicing, and we have a couple of updates that I'd like to share with the people. So initially you were in the northern Indiana area, correct?
Correct.
And now you're actually servicing not only the south side of Chicago, but our old area, South Austin. Shout out to the west side, the best side. All right. No hate, so, but no hate on all those other sides. But shout out to the west side of Chicago. So now you're on the south side of Chicago, the west side of Chicago, as well as the Chicagoland suburban area in the south suburbs.
Yes, sir.
And you're in the northern Indiana area. So
Yes,
tell
sir.
me a little bit about how that's been going for you.
Well, since the last time I was on here, it's going pretty well. People watch the show, and I have calls coming in. I'm actually in the process of purchasing another van.
Congratulations.
hmm So, and I know last time I was on here, you asked me about Chicago, and I'm literally in Chicago.
hmm
I was in Chicago last week, making my rounds, West Side, Oak Park, Lombard. I'm all over, and it's been wonderful because your show really put me out there. So it's been a good ride, and Indiana is perfect for me because I'm same thing with that. I'm on the grind, getting it in, having people mention me, and word of mouth plays a lot in this industry too.
Okay. Well, I wish you all the best, and we're going to continue to talk about that for a little bit. What huge obstacles did you have before you started the expansion process? So I know you've been here before. when it comes to your own business. Uh, but from business owner's perspective, when it comes to the mobile part of this business, what were the hurdles that you've had to overcome?
Well, with the mobile, the hurdles with that is it was kind of hard to convince the people taking their personal garments uh, because if they take it to a dry cleaners, they know the cleaners is stable, it's there. So who is this guy? I don't know him. So I had to convince the people, and people that knew me, word of mouth got out, and them people called me, and word of mouth got out. So it the hurdle was trying to get the people to trust me with their garments compared to taking it to a stable building that's already there.
So to actually see you rolling away with their
Wondering, is
with
this guy going to bring my cleaning back?
right, a little anxiety with the customers at first. So I'm very proud to have been one of, if not the first customer for your business. And again, I'm very happy with the results. So I know there's a couple of churches that are now on board. I'm not sure what other businesses you have going on besides specific customers, but I know there's a whole lot of churches that are getting on board in certain areas. So um, with that, you said you're in the process of purchasing another vehicle. Uh, do you see that there are going to be any future management hurdles with the volume of customers that you're going to have coming in? Are you ready for that influx of customers coming in?
Um, like last time I was here, I say how you look out your window and you see FedEx trucks and you see UPS trucks. Well, that first FedEx owner started with one FedEx van. That one UPS started with one UPS. So you prepare yourself to get ready. And like you said, I've been here before, but this is a whole nother level. So I'm preparing myself for when the overflow comes.
So did you have a lot of people telling you that you were doing it the wrong way, or did they have a lot of advice for you, whether positive or negative? Did they have a lot of advice for you on how you should have rolled out this business at first? And if they did, how did you handle that advice or criticism?
You mean from the very beginning or now?
The beginning.
The very beginning, I had a little criticism, but I had more people seeing my vision, and that kind of uh, made me drive harder because everybody that I went to at that time, they knew of me, and they knew that I worked in the cleaners. So when they saw that I decided to put my cleaners on wheels, that was like, whoa, they came on board. They came on board, and people was on board with me. So it wasn't a negative vibe I got. It was always a positive, and people told other people. But back then when I started, it wasn't on internet like it is now. Wasn't on social media. So it was basically word of mouth. Get out there, tell this, tell them, and tell that one. But now with social media, so it makes it a little easier, but you still have to get out there and do the footwork.
So do us a favor for those who missed the first show that you were on. Go ahead and run down the science of the difference between taking your stuff to, well, just going to your basement and washing your clothes versus taking it to a professional cleaners. Uh, talk a little bit about that to include the services that you provide for your business.
Well, the difference from the first show, if they missed it, you could take a shirt and you can wash it. And um, if it's a colorful shirt, yes, you might lose color in it. Compared to if you put it in a dry cleaners, the color holds longer. If you take a shirt and wash it, a laundry shirt, which you can do, and iron it, it will look great. But if you send it to a cleaners, it has a crisp press to it. So it looks more sharper and more flatter. As far as suits, pants, coats, they they're making suits now where you can put in a washer and wash, and that's okay. But you'll never get that crisp press from a that you get from a dry cleaner than ironing it on an ironing board. So that service that I offer is professional dry cleaning, professional pressing.
Okay. Well, I think we got somebody calling in to speak with you about the business. They might be here speaking about the show. I'm not sure. So we have a caller. Hello, caller. Welcome to the Denasha Harrison Show here on Intellectual Radio. You have a question for our guest?
No, I did have a question, actually. This is Gregory. I just wanted to make a comment about the up and going dry cleaning service.
Okay.
I am actually a customer, and I just wanted to, just to let people know that I am happy with the service. It was actually very convenient for me. So I just wanted to, just to say that real quick while you guys are talking about this company. I felt like the whole process for me was professional, courteous, and it was just real convenient. So I just wanted to say thanks. I appreciate it, and I will continue to use this service.
Well, that's great news, and thank you for the call.
Yep.
Thank you.
Well, that's good news. Okay, so you actually do have a business. People are actually calling in, so the rubber is meeting the road. So as we've taken that call, we still want to focus on what you were talking about concerning the business. We appreciate the call and continue to call in 708-223-8953. So that's great news. It's great news for the show and the business.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you spoke last time about the differences between using a lot of water versus the chemical process.
Yes.
Can you go into that a little bit?
Yes. The dry cleaners, we have chemicals, and some dry cleaners use wet clean, which is still water, but it's certain chemicals that goes in the water to make the water sulfur, and the water won't pull a color compared to washing it in regular water. It's harder, it's more coarse, and it pulls color. So some cleaners do have wet cleaning, and some cleaners still use the chemical cleaning. The chemical cleaning is it evaporates. So you clean and you dry all in one machine. So it cleans it and then it dries it. And when you pull the clothes out, they basically has no wrinkles in them, and they keep their life. Not the life, but they keep firmness, So, but and even with the wet cleaning, it's still the same because of the chemicals that they put in with the water, and it changes the water. So when them clothes dry, it's not like taking the clothes out of wet washer at your house or a laundromat and putting it in a dryer. It's a whole nother different sulfur feeling when it comes out to be pressed.
So there are different things within water to make it soft versus hard water. So
Yes.
in hard water, you have different types of chemicals, different type of compounds that can affect the actual clothes that
Right.
you're washing if you're at home versus wet
Wet cleaning
cleaning
or dry cleaning.
or dry cleaning. So you have like a softener, or you have chemicals or compounds that are taken out of the water prior to its usage, mixed with the chemicals to make sure that your clothes stay vibrant and that they don't get all worn out due to the different cleaning cycles that it goes through.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Well, that makes sense. So appreciate that. For myself, or let's say someone watching, uh, whether it's the cleaning business or if it's a business that they want to start, because there is something that's consistent with the how tos, whether it's cleaning or whatever business they want to start. What advice would you give someone if they're saying, hey, you know what, I know I got this in me. I'm very passionate about this one thing, or I'm very passionate about these things. How do I get started? What kind of advice can you give someone?
Well, the advice I can give is if it's a passion that you want to do, and you really have a deep feeling on this, um, I say, and you hear all the time people say, "Hold." I mean, if you dream it, you should be able to do it. So there's a song, I don't know who made it, but I listened to that song, and there's certain songs that you can listen to that would inspire you. And the one song I listened to is "Hold On to Your Dreams." Believe in dreams. I forgot how it go, but it's "Hold On to Your Dreams." So um, it's a it's a drive. It's like if you want to get something to eat and you're really hungry and you hungry, so hungry till you'll eat anything. So you specific food that you might not eat, but when you get hungry, you're gonna eat. So you're gonna get to that restaurant, get in your kitchen, pull something out to crave to feed yourself. So it's the same with a business. If you have that vision, I just say go for it. Um, Sometimes you may have to go without. Sometimes you may have to suffer through it, and people see the glare, but they don't know what you went through to get there. A lot of times, folks don't understand your dream. A lot of times, folks will tell you, "It's why you doing it. You shouldn't do it." But a lot of times, you have to do without to get what you want. And once you get what you want, you can sit back and really say, "Yes, I did this."
Okay, well, how long can you sit back? Can you sit back because it's done, or do you have to keep working that business or that dream?
No, you have to keep working it because I never understood why uh, I heard that um, wealthy people have problems. And I used to say, how can they have problems? They're wealthy. But they have problems because that wealth has to continue to be wealth. If they don't work, their wealth going to soon dwindle away. So even though you get where you got to go, you got to continue to work there to keep it there. You can't just sit back and relax. You can relax some, but you have to continue to work the business and work it and work it and work it. You have to work it all the time.
So your advice to someone that's trying to enter into this business or any other business is
Put the work in it. You have to put the work in it. If you relax, then it's gonna be like I could have did it today. I could have did it yesterday, but you have to do it when you can do it because you never know. Yesterday is not tomorrow. Is not promised to nobody, and what you pull out for yesterday to do today, you're gonna keep putting it off. So you have to do it and really put your all in it. That's all I can. The advice I can give is um, you might go through, you may fall down. Family members might not even see your dream. Friends may not see your dream. But if you have a dream, I say go for it. And I don't live on hope. I live on that it's gonna happen. So if you have that perspective that it's gonna happen, it will happen.
you just got to keep pushing.
Yeah, I forgot who made that song, but keep on pushing.
So it sounds like you trying to do some karaoke tonight. This isn't the we're not doing the karaoke, but I get what you're saying. Keep on pushing. Um, keep on moving forward. I said to someone um, earlier that if you're taking steps forward but you're stumbling, you're still moving forward because you would have never stumbled if you wasn't trying to take those steps forward. So at some point, we have to make sure that what we're pursuing is what we should be pursuing. Right? We don't want to bark up too many trees and waste too much time not fulfilling what our destiny is,
Right.
not fulfilling what our hopes are and our dreams. Because if you have a dream but you don't have any action, then that's all it is. It's just a dream.
Right.
It's never going to materialize
Right.
into what you are dreaming about. How many times have we said to others or ourselves that this is something that we should have did, thought about
Mm.
doing, would have did, and the time has passed. The time has passed, and now it's for somebody else to pick up. So now, where are you in life, and what are you prepared to do to fulfill what it is that you want to fulfill? In your case, it's your business. In other people's cases, it's whatever it is. But how many times do we say, "Hey, this is something that I'm gonna do," but we never get up and do it. So I see with your business with Up and Going that you've actually gotten up and you did something, and so always going to support the business as long as you're doing quality work. Which you've been in the cleaning business for how long?
Over 20 years.
Over 20 years.
Yes.
So I can remember I've said this the last time you were on the show, that you impressed on us that no matter how hard you had it, or no matter what you were going through, that you should always present well, and you should always do your best to present well, because you never know when there's another opportunity or an opportunity around the corner waiting for you, because in most cases perception is reality, and it's very important that we put that work into ourselves in order to present well, to get where we want to go, because you can't do it alone. Do you feel like you've had the help that you needed besides the help from on high? Do you feel like you've had the help that you needed to get to where you are? Or do you feel like you've done this all by yourself and there hasn't been anybody else out there to help you at all?
No, I have had help in the beginning. I have help. And when I say I have help, the help wasn't to uh, help me get the business, but the help for my business was the people that invested in it. And when I say invest, they invest their clothes, their trust in me. So, and then they went and spread the word to other people. So yeah, I could not have made this by myself, because um, it takes a lot of people in this business that I'm doing to make me a success. Um, because if I just tell you and you tell nobody else, it's just me and you. So you tell somebody else, yes, that's just helped me. And then that person tells somebody else. So yeah, I've had that type of help to get me where I'm at right now.
So you don't feel like you're in it alone, or that you've done this on your own to service the people and get where you're going.
Well, the only thing I say I did, e- uh, because the the first go around, I s- I paid, I set the foundation myself. But this go around, I have an administrative assistant that works out of Atlanta.
A team.
Yes. So I go to her, tell her what I need. She sets it up. So yeah, I didn't do this myself.
So you it takes a village,
It takes a village.
whether it's a business, whether it's community, uh, whatever you're trying to put your hand to do, it takes others to assist you to do it. But the dream does start with you. Uh, don't allow anything or anyone to defer the dream that you have, and making it a reality. If you have a dream and you want to make it a reality, that is the vision. And with the vision, you will get the provisions to assist you. So we're listening to the Denasha Harrison Show here on Intellectual Radio. What we're going to do, we're going to take another quick break. And when we come back, we're going to talk about the different things that's going to be going on for the holidays, what your plans are, what my plans are, what the new year is going to look like for your business, and what the new year is going to look like for the Denasha Harrison Show. So we'll be right back, and thank you for listening.
Ourselves, why now? How come all of the good ones they got it by young? But in this life we live in, we don't know the outcome. Every day is a blessing, so we just gotta live it up. Live it up, 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 live it up. Just live it up. Live it up, 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 live it up. Just live it up. Hey, see, I swear this this life we living in, it ain't nothing but a waiting room. Make your mark, good or bad, either way you choose. You be precise when you make your moves. At the end of the day, when you getting judged, you get caught up in everybody that you with. Yeah, they ain't with you. And some of y'all are gonna hate the truth. That's why you gotta live this life with a purpose. I treat the main performers the same way I treat the folks that's open and closing the curtains, meaning everybody get the same respect. They hate to see you shine, but God up on my side, so really you ain't a threat. Never no hater, always show love. You know that my power, it come from above. I gotta give my thanks when I'm running it up, and you know what I does. Relaxed off that indica with a fox like Vivica, and no, I don't give a Took my time, I didn't rush. I'm never giving up, just trying to live it up, live it up. We always ask ourselves, why now, how come? All of the good ones, they gotta die young. But in this life we live in, we don't know the outcome. Every day is a blessing, so we just gotta live it up. Live it up, 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 live it up. Just live it up. Live it up, 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 live it up. Just live it up. See, you never ever know when you're gonna go show your love when you still got them close, cause tomorrow could be adios. Things come crashing down like dominoes, and it's kinda cold as far as time it goes, but I'm grinding on when tomorrow's close, so it's only right we go and live it up. Not even the dark and shake can stop the shine. In this life we deal with some truths, and most of them be lies, depending on who telling the story. Be careful on when you be picking your sides. That's why I'm indifferent to all this silly shit. If it ain't making no sense to you, wasting my
Welcome
time.
back to the Denasha Harrison Show here on Intellectual Radio. Again, we're with Anthony and McMath, the owner of Up and Going Cleaners. You can call him at 219-200-2400 for all your cleaning needs, or reach him at www.upandgoing.net. And he and I have been talking about his business. We've been talking about from the last time he was here to now, and how his business is starting to expand. So we're going to get right back into it. So we talked about a lot of the technologies that go into the cleaning business. The majority of people that you have business with now, people like me, people like the individual that called, I think his name was Greg. He called, talked about how he's pleased with the service. So besides regular clothes and suits, I do understand that you also service banquet halls and things of that nature. Can you speak into how vast your service is?
Yes, I do service other items besides dry cleaning and clothes. We service linen, such as banquet halls, and we trying to target golf courses because a lot of golfers get their shirts, shorts clean, and so we're trying to expand to banquet halls and it was another one, golf course, banquet halls, and hotels, because people fly in for business, and we can pick up the cleaner at the hotel if they need it and have it back to them that evening or that next day. So we're expanding more beyond just dry clean items. We doing everything.
Okay, and you're looking at continuing to service around the Chicagoland area. I know now you're on the south side and the west side of Chicago. Is the north side in that plan as well?
North side,
downtown,
east side, suburbs of Chicago. Yes, we are.
Okay. So what does it look like for your business in 2024? Right now we're in December, so we have the holidays coming up, and we have the new year right around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
So for Up and Going Cleaning, Up and Going Mobile Cleaning Service,
Mm-hmm.
What does 2024 look like for you?
It looks, the name Up, so 2024 looking up,
Okay.
and going 2024 means we're going and we're gone. Up and going. So yeah, 2024, that name is enough to say that's what I'm looking to be doing in 2024, up and going and I'm looking to be out. Um, you know, I'm looking to have more than I can handle because when it's good to have a lot than not to have enough. So I'm looking to have more than I can handle because the more I get, that means I have to purchase more vans to handle the volume that I get.
Well, you did mention that you have another van coming online.
Right.
So that's going to be a part of your
Yes.
2024.
The 2024 going to be the other van. She'll be up and going by 2024. Uh, January or probably February, but no later.
Well, like we said before, one garment at a time.
One garment at a
One
time.
garment at a time. So we want you to be able to handle what comes in so that you can keep your customers. Because if I give you some shirts and you saying that it's more than you can handle, then I'll be patient because I know you. But we're hoping that every piece of garment that comes in is a garment that you can handle with the guarantees that you give everyone else as far as the quality of service and things of that nature.
Well, Mr. Harrison, let me rephrase that. I shouldn't have not said it's more than I can handle. What I should have said was, give it to me, I can handle it. Because my volume, I'm looking for a big volume. So I'm, like I said earlier, I'm mentally preparing myself for this big volume. So uh, I want more, and I will be able to handle more.
Processes are very important.
Yes.
So I will continue to support the business, as I said before,
Thank
and I
you.
wish you that success.
Thank
So,
you.
on a personal level,
Yes, sir.
how's the holidays looking for you and your family?
Holidays. Well, I was at family Thanksgiving, so probably Christmas. I'll probably just be at my house, but I'm still be working on a dry cleaning. That's like a nonstop for me. I wake up, ideals, go to bed, ideals. It's always how to make it better, how to make it more convenient, how to make it more explanatory to the people. So I'm always working on it. So I I guess to say until I get that where you know that's a cap on your head, you can just pull it off and pick that cap, then or you say, well, that's a cap, just a hat, just a daub, but you will mostly wear them type of caps, so you know what you want. So until I get the dry cleaning how I want it, my Christmas, it's going to be Christmas, but I'm still going to be
Grinding,
yes,
always
yes,
on the grind,
yes,
grinding even through the holidays.
yes.
Okay, that makes sense. So I know you have expensive taste, so
No
you're gonna keep
relaxation.
no relaxation.
No.
Okay. Well, you got to relax sometimes, but I get what you mean, right? No resting on, past accomplishments
Right.
because you have to keep moving forward, as you said before.
Right.
I wish you all the success. We will be supporting you. We will have you on the show often to talk about your gains
Hmm.
and talk about the challenges if you have any coming up, if you may have had some, just to talk to the people about how they can overcome what they're going through, because that's what this platform is about. Might not be a cleaning business for them. It might be something different, might be something social, something personal, but we want to hear about how you have approached something, how you've gotten over, gone through, so that you can share it with others. So I appreciate your time and thank you for coming to the Denasha Harrison Show.
Thank you for having me again.
Always. So before we sign off again,
Yes.
we want to continue to encourage those who have gone without, those who are on that line. I want to say again, and you weren't here when I started, but I just wanted to reiterate some things. When it comes to what you're going through, understand that what you're going through, you're able to get through it. Don't allow the things around you to alter what's within you. Make sure that you see things through. Make sure that you reach out to your loved ones because they will be there for you as you have been there for them. And if you don't feel like you have anyone to reach out to, feel free to call into the Denasha Harrison Show. If you feel like you need resources, then we got you. We'll put you in the right direction to make sure that not only do you get the help that you need, but let's say, for example, you got a hard time putting the food on your table for Christmas because you threw it all towards Thanksgiving. Well, we got you. There's food banks that are available. There's organizations, churches that are available all through the Chicagoland area who are willing to help all of those who are in need for the holidays, not just with food, but with clothes as well. Um, Not just with clothes, but with resources to get you from point A to point B. If you get up and you make the call, 224-800-9719, make the call, there's going to be somebody on the other side of that number that's going to assist you with the things that you will need to get through the holidays and beyond. We talked with Logan Thomas, uh, great co-host, and we talked about the beyond. We talked about beyond the holidays. We want to do things consistently. We want to be able to sustain people beyond the holidays, just like your business is a consistent business of professionalism. I'm happy with the business. You're continuing to do a great service. We want to continue to do a great service to the people once they reach out, once they connect. There's all types of things that you can do if you want to volunteer. There's all types of organizations that you can plug into to volunteer to help those that are in need. So don't take it lightly when the call goes out to get the help that you need. As small business owners, small Black business owners, we have invested in not only ourselves, but we've invested in our communities. And there are so many other people that are out there invested in their communities and thereby being invested in you. So there are people out there invested in you, willing to help wherever you need it. So reach out, don't be afraid, dare to challenge, dare to dream, dare to make sure that you tackle those things that are in front of you. Continue to push through, push through, push through. And always remember that you should not allow what's going on outside of you to dictate that which is within you. Okay. So thank you for tuning in to the Denasha Harrison Show. Thank you for coming out to speak on your business. So we appreciate you.
Thank you.
And tune in next Wednesday from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Tune in to the Denasha Harrison Show here on Intellectual Radio. So I appreciate you.
All of
Thank
the
you.
good ones, they gotta die young. But in this life we live in, we don't know the outcome. Every day is a blessing, so we just gotta live it up. Live it up.